This is the confirmation for a Bitcoin long. Hear me out here. On Friday, on the show, here on the video, I told you that I'm expecting the market to come down between 2.3 and 2.80 something, 2.28 trillion, something like that. And if you look at the total market cap, it actually came a little bit lower, down to 2.2425. But the pattern that I was looking for did not change. We are still here in this 1 hour demand, all the way down here in the discount zone where we want to buy. Now, what confirms the reversal is super simple. You see 3 consecutive candles to the upside, that marks the top. You see a close below and an immediate reversal. This is a V-shaped recovery, a market structure shift on the 1 hour chart, and I do believe that this could be the actual signal. There is a lot to talk about because there is escalations happening. As I told you in the community yesterday, I said I only have the Bitcoin long open, which I still have here, and then I said that futures open today, which was yesterday, not even that bad of an opening. Oil is flying, escalation happening. Meh. This is what I said. Let's jump in and let's talk through what is actually happening. This is happening. Unfortunately, this is happening. An oil depot has been bombed. It's literally apocalyptic views coming from Iran. This is daytime, by the way, if you've been wondering. These videos are not at nighttime. This is daytime after the bombing of the oil depots and basically oil raining down from the skies. Black Monday is something that people are talking about, whether it's going to happen this Monday coming up very, very soon, the New York Open. The problem is that it can happen still. So everything I talk about in this show is basically just telling you. Also, by the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is 𝗏𝗏. I literally just bring you these 5 to 10 minute updates. I'm not here to waste your time. Been here since 2016. I do trading for quite a long time now. If you want to join a community and not waste your time by navigating the market, then just subscribe to the channel. 5 to 10 minutes every single day. Turn the bell notifications on as well. But people are expecting Black Monday could potentially happen. Yet there is a lot of bullishness as well. The market does not seem to be preparing for a Black Monday, whether it comes to stocks. Stocks do not look gorgeous, for sure. But in crypto, it seems like the crypto, especially Bitcoin, is reacting quite well for this uncertainty that's happening. Couple of things to include here. One of them is that there is the escalations. I got a lot of comments yesterday, people saying, oh, there are no escalations and this and that. Well, I would call this an escalation. The question really is, will there be boots on the ground, right? That's the question. Will they actually take humans, Americans, Israelis, and actually attack Iran on the ground? That is the big question, right? So now they are saying that the US and Israel are discussing sending special forces into Iran to seize the stockpile of enriched uranium. That's all what this thing is about, seemingly, right? The war, whatnot. This would basically mean that the special forces would go down, seize it, or even on nuclear experts dilute it on site. This is quite an escalation, considering that they are openly discussing the possibility of boots on the ground. The war is not just about oil. Oil is fine. We're going to look at the oil chart in a second and all the other charts. But it's everything: jet fuel, liquid natural gas, tanker rates, carrier rates, aluminium, fertilizers. Everything else is flying as a result of these the Hormuz closage, and also as a result of oil prices going up. And not to mention inflation. We're all talking about, rate cuts or not rate cuts, money printing, when that happens and how that happens. The more oil goes up in price, the higher inflation, CPI, is going to be. Now, here's the good part, right? Whether it is continuous or not, one thing is certain, that they will need to print more money than they've been printing throughout COVID. And printing more money will basically simply go into liquidity. Liquidity increasing, meaning risk assets, especially Bitcoin, goes higher. So that ultimately, I do believe, especially we've been talking about this every single day, that the war on a long run is actually not bad for risk assets, or any assets for that matter, after the initial dump, which I think the market overall got. Bitcoin seems to be acting as a safe haven. We will see how that turns out to be today and this week, but ultimately Bitcoin is doing fantastic and moves with oil. Now, talking about this whole thing, and we're going to jump into the charts, but it's very important, everything we talk about here, in a couple of minutes before we do the charts. One of them is that a large tanker went through the Strait of Hormuz. So there is some kind of passage happening there, and not too long before regular ship traffic resumes. So there can be a resolution within basically no time. And as I've been discussing, and a lot of people said, oh, you're an idiot for not long in oil and whatnot. The G7 countries are announcing that they are considering a joint release of oils from reserves, potentially as much as 400 million barrels. This is what they're missing in a month. So in the Strait of Hormuz, about a month's time, why 400 million barrels go through. So if this thing continues throughout the entire month, and these reserves get used, that's basically a net equal, and that is where you see a $15 nuke, so to say, on oil. And in the show here on Friday on the video, I actually told you that the reason why I don't dare to long oil here is because anytime there can be an announcement, such as this one, to be honest, such as this one, or such as this one, that the Strait of Hormuz is actually open, or is going to be open, and oil will have a 15% candle. Now, that exactly played out. There is a 15% candle on oil. Now, I have to be, realistic here, and the 15% candle came from much higher. If I actually long down here at 86, oil went up 30% on a weekend, unprecedented, never seen in history. So if someone took that long, congratulations, that's amazing. I think it was an unnecessarily risky long position, but there is a 15, 16, 17% drop on oil now. We're gonna talk about oil because I think this can be the time to long. I'm gonna circle back to this at the end of the show. This can be an interesting long position here. Even if this resolution comes, I do believe it can potentially be a great long position. There are certain events this week that are happening. US stock market, oil futures open, February existing home sales, but what is important is the US GDP data, huge. Huge. CPI inflation data, especially considering with oil, huge. PCA inflation coming, job openings coming. So massive week when it comes to that as well. On crypto land, and the traditional crypto land, it doesn't look that good. Bitcoin ETFs are having major outflows, so about 348 on the 6th of March, million outflows. Fidelity leading 158 million, BlackRock with 143. Now, there's a post here that says that Bitcoin is over. It's not over because there's a lot of things happening, but ultimately the ETFs and the ETF buyers are panicking, which basically what you want. I know it sounds bad, but this is what we need to go through in order to actually bounce back from the lows, as we have done every single time. Now, Clarity Act is coming as soon as July, which seems like a long time, but it's not really. There are things happening, and I do believe that we are looking extremely well. Very important, guys. Anything, and I wrote it here, and I mean it. It's very difficult to navigate this market. I've been here since 2016. I went through 2017, 2021, 2024. Like, I went through all these cycles. I went through all the downs and ups. I lost millions, made millions. But this is the most difficult I've ever seen the market. Nothing else comes even close to what we're seeing now. And the reason is because one time you get a news and then you try to position yourself, you look at this chart and you go, okay, well, I mean, this Bitcoin chart looks prime for all the reasons I've explained throughout the show. If you have not seen them, come back every day. But ultimately, I've been guiding you through here. I even made a tweet. It's even pinned on my profile. And I said that this here is going to be the bottom, and we are going. This is October 14th. I said the first decent relief rally in October is upon us. Local bottom is in. That was literally down here, right? It was down here. This is October 14th. October 14th, down here, somewhere here, right? On this, after this bounce, after making a higher high. Yet, even though you have a perfectly aligned thing, this didn't break, so the local bottom was in, but ultimately, we came down from my post about another 6%, 7% before eventually bouncing. It is very draining and difficult to navigate the market, but it also gives you great opportunities. Here's how I'm reading the market right now, right? So I was expecting us to come down to the discount zone, which is basically right here. Why? Because this level took liquidity. Also on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, this is a very strong level. All the way here, by the way, but this here, especially here, is a very strong level. Let me just zoom in here. Actually move all this here. So this here is the ultimate strong level that I think is very relevant for us today. Why? Because this level was the one that resulted in a massive push above. Now there is a close below that level. So ultimately, this should be considered a market structure shift. We should have a retrace. If I see a market structure shift up here, I am going to short, even though this is very bullish. Why? Because there is a tiny close above here, below here. Not impulsive, but still a close. This could happen. Ultimately, though, what I believe is rather going to happen is the following. I want to see this. There's a 15-minute market structure shift, retrace, higher high, retrace, higher high, retrace. I am still targeting $75,000 up here. This is the daily equilibrium, and I do think we need to we must touch onto that level before there is a continuation lower. That means a new high here on the internal structure, and possibly a push even to the 80,000-ish region. I still stand by this. We are yet to see how this will play out or what will happen, but this is my evaluation of the situation. I do believe that we came down to a very decent demand zone. There is a 1 hour market structure shift here. A very, very, very strong 1 hour. Is that also 4 hour? No, but it's a very strong 1 hour market structure shift. I need to see this push happening on London, which is, again, extremely bullish. So I would not be surprised if we would see something like this and a push towards the 71, 72,000. Once we get up to this level, this is going to be a crucial place to actually look at the market. I'm going to update you. It would make sense for you to join in the community. I share all my thoughts and everything throughout the day. If I can jump in here on YouTube, there's a link on top of the description. It's literally free. I'm just sharing my thoughts here. It's going to be up here somewhere. So go and join in there. But ultimately, what I'm expecting is a push and then potentially a rejection from the 72,000. But we have to see. If there is no rejection, if there is no market structure shift, and the market does something like this, I am going to still target 75 to 78, $80,000 because that is what's coming. Talking about oil though, and this is the important part. Talking about oil. Oil has always came back to the 50%. If you look at this chart, it's actually a beautiful chart. You have a Fibonacci here, down to the 50, touch. You pull it again, down to the 50, touch. Even up here, you look at this and you go, what was the new bottom? This is the new bottom, touch. Look at this, bottom, high, touch. Guess what happens then? You take this to the new bottom and you get the point. You go all the way here. Here is, 50% high, 50%. This closes above there. This is the low, 50%. You always had that, except on this last leg, right? You didn't have that on this last leg. And this last leg just completed that 50% retrace. Every single time coming from middle of February, and even down here, all the way down here, has been a bounce after the touch to 50%. Now, this is a massive 20% stop loss. But if anybody is interested in longing oil or loading up on oil, I will get some on spot. Why? Because I do believe that this makes a lot of sense. Going into, even if the conflict gets resolved, oil can come down in a short term, but oil will, this is not going, even if it gets resolved, it's not going to get resolved, meaning there is no, there is no backtracking, there's no issues at all. So the way it's gonna get resolved, it will take time. So we'll be still able to see the resolution of that. But the moment there is a 15-minute market structure shift on oil, meaning something like this, a higher high, we don't see that yet. So it will be at 102 right now on WTI. But ultimately, if you see this is where I am going to get some and load up on for at least a retrace up here at like a 20% bounce. But ultimately, if things don't settle, possibly for an oil at 110, 120, 130, we yet to see. Guys, I know it's a longer update. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like this, let me know in the comment section. Lots of things happening. We're gonna come back here tomorrow and gonna grind it through as is. My Bitcoin trade is intact. I'm looking for a higher high on oil. If there's a retrace on Bitcoin, I'm going to take a new position. I'm going to post it in Telegram. Truly appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.